intoxicated.
Mm.
Tasha, on your way back, can you fetch me fresh water, please?
I'm not heading towards your room. I'm heading back to my room.
That's what I'm saying. Since you're up, can you grab and get me some, please?
Yeah, hold on.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Ba 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 ba. Yes, I am still with my boyfriend. He's actually playing, being the DM for the Dungeons and Dragons tonight. Which, by the way, if you want to hear all of us talk, then you can come to the Fire and Flames Cometh Twitch for the D&D, and my personal Twitch is RoseBarks. Oh God, I met him 16 years ago. I don't remember how the fuck I met him, other than it was through my brother-in-law.
All right. So, searching around the room, eventually hidden in the bookshelf, in a false book. I'm by that I mean like a section of the bookshelf. Some of the books aren't really there. They're the front of a drawer type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They like slide or whatever. Inside, you find a orb, roughly the size of a clenched fist. It's made out of crystalline amber. It has a translucent smooth surface that's highly polished, refracting light into golden hues that seem almost alive. Within the orb, faint motes of glowing gold drift and shift, occasionally forming ephemeral shapes.
Thank you.
Like laughter-filled scenes of children at play, triumphant warriors, or blooming
Oh, thank God.
flowers before dissolving into swirling chaos. Faint hum emanates from the orb, a sound that resonates more deeply the longer one holds it. Etched in the edges of the orb are delicate sylvan runes. When touched, the orb is cool to the touch, but prolonged contact causes a tingling warmth that spreads through the bearer, accompanied by an almost intoxicating sense of confidence and power. Yet the sensation is tinged with unease, as though the bearer can sense the hidden cost of its power. Either of you read Sylvan?
Nope.
Nope.
No worries then, I don't have to translate.
Even Alenia doesn't do that. However, we have a Magic 101 guy on speed dial.
Yep. He
Well, good thing that you're
100
in reception. You're in reception range. You're like send this out. Hey, anyone read this shit?
yep, he'll send it to our lovely
Resident mage.
wizard.
Yes.
Alenia, yeah.
You get a message back shortly after it was going translating that to read the blessings of fortune are fleeting, the depth of fate eternal.
Okay,
Okay.
blessings
Of fortune
of
are
fortune.
fleeting.
Fleeting.
Some people I can't talk fast around her. It's kind of annoying. How am I supposed to
And
talk fast so she misses information if she's making me slow down?
All right.
it's called I'm the note taker if I don't get it down.
It's called if
The
I'm
group
talking
doesn't.
fast, I'm doing it for a reason typically. I'm trying to make it so you don't recognize or don't get all the notes so that you miss details, especially if it's
Oh,
important details.
I'm sorry that I
I
have
read
like to.
I read faster the more important the details are, Rose. You haven't
Give me
noticed
her
this
precious
yet?
mullet. Yes, I have, but I can't write that fast. And
That's
I need
the
to make sure that we
point.
have actual information because when it's
That's on
something on the
you.
screen, I'm sorry that I am not a Mach 2 fucking writer.
I give you the information, and you're the one that has to make the notes. Well, you don't
I'm
have
sorry that
to. You just chose to.
I cannot write up Mach 2. I
Well,
try. This is
then
why I
figure
cook
something
this
out.
stuff. Anyways, blessings of fortune are fleeting. What was the second half?
The depth of fate, eternal.
Thank you.
Debt. The debt. Depth. Debt. There's no P in debt.
Fate or
Debt.
fate?
What?
Fate, like Fate, or fate, like,
Fate, as in stay night.
okay, making sure that I got the right one. I was gonna write it faith, and I was like, wait, I think he said fate.
Well, if
He
you had
said
wrote it
faith
faith, that
eternal.
would have been even better for me because it would have added more confusion, and I would have been down with that.
I'm on red note
That is the
too.
point of some notes. Sometimes your notes are wrong.
Oh, more often than not, they are wrong.
No,
But
no,
I
no. I
like to
mean,
at least.
intentionally from the DM's information are wrong.
Yeah, it's called a red fucking herring.
Yes. All right. So you found this orb. Obviously, one of you picked it up. It feels tingly.
I'm gonna inquire pick that shit up because I figure Lyra, being the mage, knows better.
Yeah,
Quar,
Core's definitely.
would you like to try to attune to this object, or you just want to take it somewhere? Because right now your objective is to
Oh,
get it
I'm
to
gonna
the
tune
cat.
to that.
He won't attune to it, but he'll definitely just take it to the cat.
All right.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I tune to it, kind of the basics of it's
You
good or
want to try
bad?
to attune to it without attuning to it, so you know what it does.
With an Arcana check, the basic looking around.
You're
I'm
sitting there
not
going,
touching it
you're
yet.
trying to figure out what it does. All right, roll an Arcana check.
See, Arca. I will luck point that because I gotta get rid of them anyway. 21.
Hmm. 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 Well, I do live by the policy of never making you make a roll if there's absolutely no chance you can make it. So you know enough about this to know that it is called the Orb of Twisted Fortune.
Oh, that's not. Mm.
It is rumored to grant you good luck. You gain, by that I mean its main ability is you gain advantage on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw of your choice per day. It resets at dawn. It's an item that's a heroic inspiration, essentially.
Interesting.
There is rumored to be a cost for using its power, however, and that's where your knowledge falters. You don't know what that is. Just that it is.
Hmm. She will give this to Car in layman's terms because she has realized him plus magical terms does not translate. Unlike if she's talking to a landlord or Ari or somebody. So she will tell him this thing will grant blessings at a cost. Probably a very high cost. Bad juju.
Core goes, I hate magic.
Damn
Smart move for
mages.
this.
Yeah, pretty much. Goddamn mages.
The pat on the shoulder, and she's like, smart choice in this case.
He goes, let's just give it to the cat and get the fuck out of here.
All
Also,
right, what did you do with that emblem, Rose?
I have it on me.
Hey, you took it.
In my pocket. In my handy haversack?
You've got it in your pouch. Whether you have a magic one or not, is irrelevant. You've got it in your pocket. That's all I needed to know. All right.
Yes.
Well,
I took the symbol of the roses with me.
you also found in your search of the room, by the way, a small pouch with 10 gold pieces in it, a bunch of paperwork involving this guy's political employer, things about some new waterworks in the city and trading with a
Oh.
outpost named Arcarthus.
Hmm.
Mother! She just kind of looks at the fact and sees the name. She's like, trading with Ark.
Remember, I mentioned that the politician involved has to do with the trade stuff. So he part of the trade.
She looks to the name, looks to Quar, looks to the name, looks to Quar. Do you surface people never learn that my people try to kill themselves, let alone their partners?
Cor kind of looks at her like, "You're telling the wrong person, lady."
What am I supposed to? I'm sorry, ma'am. Can I get my manager for you? Because I don't know what you're
I just
asking me.
work here. Don't bitch at me. I just work here.
Yep. Ma'am, this is a
Not a bad.
Wendigos.
This is a Wendy's. Ma'am. I'm not a therapist, ma'am.
Ma'am, this is a
Yes.
drive-through. I'm sorry, you'll have to take your therapy to the next window over, and that it'll be 99.99 a minute.
Yep.
Politician is
Drive-through therapist. You
trying
pull up, you talk to the therapist from the car window.
to
Oh, good. Now I don't feel like driving into a semi on my way to work. Thank you.
trying to make trade with R
A R
ARKATHAS.
T H A
Ah!
S.
I
Arcarthus.
remember how to spell it.
Arth.
Okay, I got all but one letter in that, having you only spelled it correctly once. I am proud of that.
I also talked about it yesterday or the day before, or whichever it was.
So I figured since we're doing D&D today, I'm not a fan of the ban. I am supporting my U.S. people, and I will be on Redbook. I have also a Lemon 8. I don't know how to use it yet, but Lemon 8 thing. I have Twitch. I have Insta. And now I'm going back to the game.
All right. So, like I said, you found 10 gold, found some paperwork involving that in the mention of the city of Arcarthus, or Outpost City. It is a city, but it was originally established as a trade outpost, actually. So this is a drow trade outpost, or that is. But yeah,
Arc, Arc,
you going to do anything with the paperwork? Just leave it and leave, or what?
Oh no, I'm stealing that.
Yeah, take the paperwork with
So you're
us.
like you grab a couple of the folders that look the most important. Roll me a d6, Rose.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
All right.
One.
You
My one game is strong tonight.
So you grab the most important looking folder, the one that actually has the name of the town of Arcarthus on it, like da 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 trade agreements, da da da. It's basically what it is. A big paper on that. The other stuff you grab it too, so you've just grabbed the whole stack. Essentially, put it into into your pouch. Do you have a handy haversack?
Doesn't look like it
No, but
on
Cor
me.
does.
Quar does
Cor-
that.
Yeah, Cor will
That's
take it.
Quar like stuffs it into his pocket and it just like goes away. Boop. You knowing what a handy haversack are like, oh god damn, I gotta get me one of those. Do you
Yeah.
know any from Louis Vuitton?
He goes, who?
Don't ask. It's a joke in the Underdark. I need to get me one of those. Alright, so
No,
that's important.
Louis Vuitton, the famous drow artisan, makes wonderful leatherwork. You should see
who
his
currently lives in
basilisk boots. I saw
Valor.
them last week. Oh, fabulous.
He lives in Valor, but he does make regular trips to the Underdark.
Exactly. All right, so, yes. Right. You've
She's
gotten
gonna
that. You've gotten
text
that
her
tidbit
brother
of
and be like,
information.
she's gonna text her brother, not knowing his history, but look, it's got her job. She's like, found info on Arcarthus. Dot 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 dot, and a pin to a specific guild. Dot 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 dot. Mother like MF motherfucker. All in undercommon.
I'd be like, new phone, who dis?
Damn it! How'd you get this number? God damn it! I need to get a new tablet now. Gods damn it!
Bro, Alenia, we're moving. Why? My sister found me.
No, I have known this. This was her third contact with him. Technically
Rose, we're
fourth.
I know,
teasing.
but I'm making a joke, Rose.
I'm
We're
making I'm
teasing.
making sure.
We're having side conversations while you look like you're taking notes.
I am taking notes. She'll also mention the orb. Because keeping in contact is useful.
I got hired. I got on a recent mission. I purloined this object that is da 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 yada yada. Tell him about it, and it's like his words or his response for that, which he hasn't responded to much else so far. When he does respond, basically is like avoid that
No
pretty
shit.
much. Is like just avoid that.
Avoid the orb, avoid the trade route. More specific, brother.
Yes.
Details.
Helpful. The oh, in like italics with the glare over text. Helpful. Thanks. Love you
The
too.
orb I feel you could deal with, sister dear, but the other part, I think that's above your pay grade.
This is the eyebrows over text. Like,
Which means
what?
he just told you, I don't think you can handle that, so you should stay away from it. Keep yourself safe.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Anyways, no, Canadians are not losing TikTok, to my knowledge, at the moment. Mm. It's iffy. All right, so she'll look to Quan and go. My brother says that we need to stay away from this. I'm inclined to not listen. Thank you, Jen. I'm inclined not to listen. What is your opinion on this?
Cora goes, we can always pass it off to higher ups in my guild.
I thought you were the higher ups in your guild.
There's
He
always
goes,
higher ups.
he kind of looks at her like he would say I'm a butler. There's people,
but
but
I'm a butler.
yeah, he doesn't know that
I'm a
yet.
You don't
butler.
look like a
No, you're
butler.
not.
It's like you don't look like a butler. I just could not see you in a tie. I'm sorry.
He goes, not that kind of butler.
I'll be going to Red Note.
He goes,
Um, yeah,
he will
but
take the file that she has.
he has.
That he has, yeah. He'll take the file that he has, and Mortimer's not in charge at this point, right?
Nope.
Mortimer has stepped down. His son Lorian is
He
current leader.
takes a picture of the cover, flips it open,
Takes a
opens it to
picture
the first page,
yeah.
and just sends Lorian every like
you
bits.
scan the entire file basically.
Yeah,
It's like
and
there's
goes
some
Click, click,
there's some
click, click,
spy
click, click,
bullshit
click.
going on. It's like
and goes it goes,
microfilm.
hey boss, should should me and my new associate take a look into this, or do you want to assign other butlers to this?
You get a response back from Lorien. Lorien is a laid back younger type. He's half elf. He's got that feel to him, that vibe.
Hmm.
He's the laid back boss that lets you do things on your own at your own time, at your own
Hmm.
pace, and just as long as you're following the rules for the most part, he lets
Yeah.
you bend them.
Follow the rules.
Hmm.
Follow the rules for the most part, he lets you bend them.
Hmm.
He responds with with like commenting on our car.
Arcarthus.
I
Hmm.
love names. Arcarthus
And you bitch
Hmm.
at me.
is a dangerous city. It is very chaotic there, as it is controlled entirely by Drow, but it is a budding trade outpost for commerce. Uh, it tells you a little bit about the city and the fact that it's known for having a disproportionately high amount of half elves, specifically of a Drow descent. Many half elf Drow from like various regions end up there because they're more welcome. They're more allowed to be in the area.
Okay.
Most people look down on half Drow specifically because of their heritage, right? Even Drow,
Half,
even humans, even
half Drow are
elves.
looked half Drow are looked upon like less than the males, which are just
Yes,
barely above the
in
servants.
Arkarthus, the city is dominated by males. It is controlled
Oh.
by a male governance. It is there are female clerics there, but they've learned to like back down from the males. The males are regaining
Hmm.
dominance in that particular outpost city.
They're looked at. The half elves are looked at like the thin bloods are, pretty much.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
normal Drow society. The people here, most of them don't care. Yeah, you'll find some
This
people
is
that are
like
racist, some people
Jarlaxle's
that are.
house.
Yeah, this is
Mhm.
like Jarlaxle's entire house, pretty much. This
Yeah.
place like is okay with the male Drows trying to gain more power, and half Drow are welcomed and encouraged. Though the society is still Drow in basis, so there's backstabbing and stuff. It is
Hmm.
more frowned upon, and they're actually trying to lean towards a much more civil way of dealing with things, meaning they're moving away from standard Drow practices.
They're trying to leave Spider Bitch.
Yes, sort of. They might not worship a new god at the moment, but there is a good number of worshippers of Illustre, the
Ah,
Drow goddess of the moon.
yes.
The outpost also happens to be one of the closest Drow outposts to the surface.
Core then goes. Do we have any higher teams that would like to take a look at this then?
None at the moment are available. If you want to take this on, you are welcome to. As usual, keep up your reports and make sure you check in at least once a week so we know you're not dead.
He'll go. All right. He goes to Lyra. Bossman says stronger teams aren't available currently.
She messages her and
Hmm.
goes, QQ, bro! QQ! Translation, too bad, so sad, I'm doing it!
You
For the
can
first
tell
time, he's gotten
somewhere in
that
the
out of her.
Elenia gets a sensation of, God damn it!
Then you shoot me, what now? What happened?
Oh, that's not part of this game. Don't worry about it. It's just a side note. Elena gets that sensation of, God damn it!
No, I figured she asked that, and then she's gonna test Cora. What are you doing? I mean, what happened? What's going on? Wait a minute. He only
Elena
says it
doesn't know
like that.
Quar is adventuring with Lyra.
Oh, he hasn't told her?
Mm-hmm.
No, yes, she does. Quar asked Elena and Arya about Lyra initially.
Yeah, but that she doesn't know that she's adventuring with her, or that he's
Uh,
adventuring with her. He just asked questions about, hey, there's this drow looking around. That doesn't translate to I'm wandering around with her doing stuff lately because you guys are too fucking busy for me. Like, oh my god, leave me behind. Oh, and by the way, my food dish is half full. I'm sorry, I had to be a melodramatic cat.
but
No
I
worries, but
figure
yeah.
the wait a minute. Arya usually does that when something's going wrong.
Elenia's not involved in this. She doesn't need to contact Quar. The other team is unavailable right now.
Hmm. Fair. I was trying to make her go full circle. Sorry.
I was just inviting. I was just putting in Eleni into it because she's your main character.
I was
She
trying to
doesn't
make her
actually
full
have to do anything
circle.
because she's not here.
I was trying to go full circle to make a ha for Tasha.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Anyway,
me. Mm-hmm.
Or goes. Yeah. Let's do this.
All right. So you guys want to go to Arcarthus?
But first we're gonna be all
After
like,
we give the
"Yo, cat
orb.
lady, here's your
Take it
item."
already.
Oh
Check.
yeah. You go back to the cat. She's very happy that you've got the item. She's surprised you haven't tried to use it, because most mortals would. And
Look at her and
given
go, we
given
ain't
that you haven't really had
stupid.
an opportunity because you did the thing and then you went straight to her, so no worries. She's
Yeah,
just surprised.
Lyra just looks at her and goes, we aren't stupid. Like, points towards the house. Some people, clearly. We know better.
Mhm.
Telling on myself on that. If it wasn't Lenya, she would have attuned to it. Lyra's smarter than in the aspect that she don't trust magical shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, since you're handing it in and not going to use it yourselves, you've given it to the cat. She accepts it. It disappears. Like, she doesn't grab it and put it in a pocket. It just vanishes once you hand it to her. You're not sure how you handed it to her, since she does not have hands. Anyways, you
She
moved
linked
it in
it pretty
front of
much.
her, and she
Mage
blooped it
hand.
with her mind. She swallowed it or
Yep.
something.
I cast Mage
But
hand to hand it. And whatever.
what it
It's
does is,
given.
like I said, it would have given you advantage on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw of your choice per day. So one heroic inspiration, effectively.
I
But
appreciate it, but I learned my lesson.
when you use it,
Mhm.
after
Sort of.
using the gift of fortune, roll a d6 on the following table to determine a random consequence. Both of you can roll a d6 for me just to see what you would get.
All right.
All
Oh, I
right.
went up one. I will laugh my ass off if Tasha gets a 3. Nope, of course not.
All right, so roll of 2. The bearer's next critical hit counts as only as a normal hit. And number
Yep.
6 is no immediate consequence, but a strange sense of being watched linger.
Oh, yuck.
See, I learned after the amulet. Well, sort of learned after the amulet.
The other
Okay.
options are the bearer has disadvantage on all saves until their next long rest. The bearer's
Okay.
next crit hit counts only as normal. Bearer stumbles, loses 5 feet of movement for the next hour. One nearby ally, determined randomly, suffers disadvantage on their next roll. The bearer draws unwanted attention from a fey entity and no immediate consequences.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of glad we got rid of that thing.
You don't want
Yeah,
attention of a fey entity?
I
No.
do. Sorry. Correction. Elenya does. Lyra does not. Lyra is more cautious than Elenya. Elena's like, fuck yeah, give me that shit. I'll tune to anything and everything. Lyra's like, in magical,
I want
no.
to be the very best without magic items all. I'm gonna
Court
tune to
does ask
everything.
Lyra if they should report that murder, though.
Lyra is used to murder, and somebody will come along in the next little bit because you kicked down the front door. But yes, seeing a guard outside, you can explain, hey, we needed to get some information from him. He owed me money. I needed to see him down, so I kicked his door down. The fucker was dead already. That's not,
Yep.
we didn't do that. I don't use weapons like that. Does this fucking axe look like it could do those stab marks?
Yeah, he pretty much like
And Lyra doesn't have her weapons open because she's a caster. But she just, when she's asked us, she just kind of looks at him and goes, it'll resolve itself. It always does. If you want to go tattletale, by all means.
he will like let a guard
All right.
know
As you
because
guys are leaving, you do see a nearby guard. One of the sovereign shields is doing his usual rounds. As you like wave at him to get his attention, he waves back, to signify he's shown. He walks over to you, and in the like very confident march that many sovereign shields have, because they're very secure in their job.
he goes, "Yo,
You.
Frank, get up on aisle 10."
Frank.
What was that?
He, 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 he goes, "Yo, Frank, clean up on aisle 10." He explains the situation. And he
Oh,
goes,
he's like, oh, not another one. Oh my. A lot of strangeness going on recently, but thank you for letting me in. I'll call in the squad and a cleanup squad, and we'll get it dealt with. You didn't interfere with the scene too much, did you? He looks at you knowingly.
"No, I just kicked the door down and had to collect an item for a quest."
Lyra will speak up and go, it was done by the thorns of the black rose.
And then Cora
And
looks at
he
him
takes
like,
out he takes out his notepad, writes some stuff down. Takes a statement from both of you, which is basically just some basic questions, some basic details,
yeah.
nothing that you guys haven't given him already. He does, but he's doing his diligent duty
His
right
due
now.
diligence.
He takes the report. Thank you. Gets you both to sign it.
And then Cora kind of looks at him like, "Excuse me, there's been more murders?"
Over the last week, there's been a small string of murders. About 3 politicians or their close aides have been unalived, one might say.
She'll pull out the pen, making sure he's not trying to take it, but goes, any of these known on the scene?
No, no
Keep a
evidence
lookout for
no,
them.
leading back to who it might have been. No evidence as to why they were unalived. Uh, Nothing linking them together was found. They just seem to be the one person. This person that you mentioned, he worked for the trade minister. One of the other ones was working for another trade aspect, but like products, not the trading itself. So, like a bunch of different sectors.
She looks to Quar and
Mm-hmm.
raises an eyebrow, and then kind of looks at the guy. They weren't all going to go trade with a outpost, were they? From the Underdark?
That's not none of my business what they were trading with. We're just trying to figure out why they were murdered.
She just rolls her eyes like,
It's not his
God,
part. He's not on that particular case. He doesn't know the details. Obviously, he's wandering
who?
around this section of town.
Yeah. She's like, who would know these details?
Well, right now, I believe the person leading the investigation on this is Prince Thalion himself.
I sit here shaking my head like, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. It's done, motherfucker.
Car types to Thalion and goes, "Yo, Thalion, got another murder for you."
Texts you back like, Quar? That's not something I expected to hear from you.
And then,
I'll be back in Port Haven shortly. I had to head back to back to Elmanthor temporarily. I'll be back tomorrow.
Car
Yeah, with
goes,
the white
I'll
hand,
help you."
that's our member.
Car goes, "I'll help you." Takes picture of corpse.
You do. It's like, hey, can you do this and do this? He asks you to do a couple things in that front. Then it's like,
See,
yeah, take a picture over
see,
here. This angle, this angle, this angle. Tells you a couple of things. I'm going to get you to do a 5-point challenge for me. 2 decks,
yep.
2 sleight of hands.
I
So,
will aid if able.
You're allowed to aid.
Cool.
all right.
Advantage toss out.
So Dex and what were the other two?
Sleight of hands.
All right. A 9 and a 7. Those are shit rolls.
Those are.
And
Well, it wasn't a one.
That's not ones. Yes.
so basically, Quar just went CSI Port Haven
Yep.
with
CSI
these
Port Haven.
pictures.
Oh,
Ooh,
that is a
going.
fail.
Ooh. All right, all right,
One
all
more? There's
right.
supposed to be one
So,
more
yeah, I
sleight of
don't think this
hand.
is going to be a success at all. You, unfortunately, don't get a very good selection of pictures. Sally's like, no. Those won't do. Those won't do at all. Okay.
Quar goes,
He, go,
oh
he,
shit, there's something on my lens.
he goes, okay. Do that. He gives you some better instructions. He like words it out a little bit slower. No offense to Quar.
Yep.
And Quar gets to try again. 5-point challenge, 3 decks with advantage because you're getting aid from your companion. It's like, stand here or move there. And then the 2 sleight of hands could be something else if you have something better.
Oh, that's
A crit,
better.
and
Ooh,
I'll
very
try
nice.
a sleight of hand again.
All right.
That's better. Let's roll a roller.
Rolling. No, right now it's a guaranteed success.
Quar
Like
goes, I
you've
think
got a
cleaning my
success.
lens
So.
helped.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, cleaning the lens helped.
Like it's a photo op. Meanwhile, there's a nos somewhere going, "Oh my, snuff film."
Right.
No comment.
What? Anyways, yes, you've taken the pictures. Stallion says, "Oh, those are much better. That will be perfect. That can help me get things started while I'm on the go."
Quar goes, I don't know how it happened, but I got a smudge of chili on my lens.
She Lara will be like, you
Stallion
might want to take
doesn't
a picture of
respond to
this.
that. I'm sorry.
She's like, you might want to take a picture of this because that's something that's important.
He'll definitely take a picture of the item she's holding and yeah,
Emblem.
emblem.
Yep.
It's an emblem, yes. All right, so
Yep.
you take a picture of the emblem. You send that to him as well. You send the pictures that he needs of the unalived individual.
Quar goes, and what? He's been down for 3 days,
Roughly.
roughly.
Can I
Well,
do a
if he
medicine
was
check to get a more close date?
unfortunately, forensics in a fantasy setting are not exactly that
You
good at
probably need a
determining things. Though, if you had access to somebody with Speak with Dead, you could be like, "Hey, when'd you die?"
that, or if you had a cleric, they could do a medicine check for like liver temp and
Yes,
stuff
if
like
you
that.
have if you have medicine skill, I would allow it. I don't think either of you
I
do.
I'm not
Medicine?
proficient in it,
No,
but
no,
I do
no.
got a +2 in it.
Medicine kit,
Okay.
which
No.
would require the medicine skill, but are you
Nope.
proficient in a medicine kit? I think it's a thing.
No, but I
It's
can
essential. Essentially, a medicine kit would be
revived. I
like you
do
are a
for 24
doctor, you know
hours.
doctory stuff, and I would allow it to do doctor things, and this would be a doctor thing. You can also bring in a specialist.
I have a character who is a doctor.
You do.
Yes. She is the halfling I used on one of the one shots.
Exactly. So, if you want to bring in an NPC because you know a guy or you already have one
Yes.
ready for it, feel free.
Um, Fanula kind of goes, oh, to the. She sees a guard, and there's like the yellow crime scene tape.
The crime
She goes,
scene tape is up. It is a whole CSI episode now.
she goes,
Woo! I'm not against this, by the way.
she goes, do you guys need a doctor?
I was just walking by and I noticed that there was a scuffle. Do you guys need a doctor? Something
Yes.
like that.
What race is she again?
She's a halfling, and she's a cleric, and she actually has the doctor feat.
She's gonna, Mara pokes her head out and goes, "You! Here!
She
Named
will
you! Come here!"
she'll go
Very
over and goes,
drow style, like,
you.
I am superior.
The